We're just gonna ignore the beeping on my phone. As though I'm popular. When I'm not. Hello. This is my weekly wrap up of what I read. I basically finished a few books this week. So that's good. Better than the single book last week, which is why there wasn't a weekly wrap up, because it would have just been a review on the Horns by Joe Hill. And I guess you know, that book was good. I could have done a review on it, but I didn't think of just doing that until Sunday was over and I was sleeping on Tuesday, and I just thought, nah, I'm gonna sleep instead. Yeah, so that's why there was no weekly wrap up last week. But I was a lot better this week. I actually read, because... So the first thing I read was Slated by Terry Terry, and this is like not too far off future, kind of where people, if they're under 16 and they've committed a crime like terrorists or whatever, they can be slated and like have their minds erased and given a new chance and like be adopted by some family or whatever. And that's kind of what this is about. But basically Kara has keeps having bad dreams even though she's not meant to have any memory, and like she seems to have some sort of memory. Yeah, I'm planning to do a review on this, and I have actually filmed the review. It's just it's kind of a nightmare, so it's kind of a nightmare to edit, because I filmed it in the hallway, and let's just say I'm never filming in my hallway again, because that was a nightmare, because I kept getting interrupted and stuff. So and you could hear the TV in the background, and just, you know. So yeah, so I will be doing a review on this, but I might refilm it. It depends. But it was quite a good book, and I will be reading the next one, which comes out. Next part of the series is called Fractured, and it's coming summer 2013. I think this might be a trilogy, but I'm not sure. But it was good. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. I don't know, it was just lacking that special something, but like everyone in it, every character, and just, they all had their part to play, and it was really well constructed and stuff. But I don't know, it didn't have that spark for me for some reason. You know what happens with books? The second book I read was Book of Dead Days by Marcus Sidgwick, and this is basically set between Christmas and New Year's. But to be honest, I'm not sure what that had to do with anything to do with the book. Like, I know like the days were apparently like the worst day of the year or coincidence or something. But honestly, I didn't get it, and I gave this like 3 out of 5 stars. Well, it was a good book, it was okay, and it kind of ends with cliffhanger, but like the plot of it's all summed up. And well, I don't know if I will be using the second one to answer all the questions about the character that's named Boy, because he's so sadly tragic that he doesn't get a name. Yeah, like it was okay, it's a library book. I don't know. This is actually me kind of just reading all the library books I have, because I think I'm going to be staying away from the library for a while to concentrating on my to-read bookcase, which, yeah, what is it like? 1, 2, 3, 4 shelves on this are my to-read bookcase, and then the one behind me here is my graphic novels that I have read and stuff, because I think, well, I've read most of them. Yeah. I know, I'm quite aware it's quite bad to have a to-be-read bookcase. That's what I refer to this as. It's terrible. So, I think I'll be staying away from the library for a while. Okay. Second book I read, no, the third book I read, finished reading, was The Short Second Life of Britannia by Stephanie Myers. And basically I read this book because I felt sorry for it. It's like, I'm the only second person to have this at my library, and my library has 2 copies of this. Because even though no one really cares about Twilight, they think people care about Twilight. Like, I mean, there's not a great demand to read Twilight anymore, because I think it's such, it annoys me because, like, it has no business having doubles of any book in my opinion. Especially one as horrific as Twilight. I did like Twilight, but I think it's kind of like a chassis romance novel. Because, I don't know, the vampires in it are not vampires or fairies, as in the whole red eye, golden eye thing, because, and the sparkly, that all points to fairy to me in mythological terms. The only actual vampire mythical sort of thing that she's followed is the power things, which I remember watching from a TV show which I think was called Vampire Academy, or Vampire School or something like that. Nothing to do with the books. Because that's what I thought at first when I heard about, ooh, Vampire Academy. But I found out they came in the noughties, and this show was made in the 90s. I liked Butana better than Bella, but it was kind of like, she was meant to be smart, but I don't think she really was that smart, because I think it's kind of obvious. And she like falls in love with somebody in a day, but I guess she was deprived of human contact, so I don't know, it was okay. I felt sorry for it. Like, I'm the second person to read this. And like, I don't think the other copy my library has is just, I don't think anyone's read that either. There's not been attention paid to this book, and I felt sorry for it. I just like to say I'm such a badass that I finished 2 books in one day and started another one. This is The Small Hand by Susan Hill. It's meant to be a ghost story. I guess it is a ghost story, but not very scary. Susan Hill books don't really scare me, and like the pattern of them all, they're all just really upper class British folks that have all went to Oxford, and I'm just like, I don't know anyone who's went to Oxford. I couldn't even name anyone who's went to Oxford. I could tell you Cambridge, but that's it, because I like people. I probably do know somebody. I could probably name some random comedian that has went to Oxford, but no. It was okay. Maybe Susan Hill went to Oxford. That would explain something. It's okay so far. It's not very scary. I'm into like 50, and I'm probably going to finish this chapter, but I don't think I will finish this tonight. I don't know. I would do this right before I go to bed, and I have an overactive imagination. Such as I can't sleep in complete darkness because my brain decides, you know it's behind you, right? There in the darkness waiting. That's what my brain likes to do to me in the middle of the night. Like, I should be sleeping, but no! I'm gonna deal with this. And I also read 2 stories from here yesterday. Just pointing out because I remember. And hopefully will finish this. Just like, I don't know. I'll be happy when I'm at like 200 stories, because then it feels like I've accomplished something. Okay, so that's all the books that I read this week. I know this is quite long. Hopefully it was all interesting. I'm gonna go now and edit this and put it up straight up, so it actually hopefully will get up on Sunday and not be the early hours of my Monday here in the UK. Oh, I'm just gonna say there might not be a weekly wrap up next week, because I'm going to a party on like Sunday up in the centre of Scotland, and I live in the Borders, by the way, so I might not. I don't know when we'll be down on Sunday, come back down on Sunday, but I have no idea what time that'll end up being because of things. So I'm just saying there might not be a weekly wrap up, but maybe I will do it on Monday or, well, Tuesday, possibly. We'll just have to see. Okay, so that's everything. Bye! Till some point.